What if I told you that the best side hustle that you could start today costs just $0 to start? And you could earn around $5,041 per week like I am. In this video, I'm going to share with you what it is, how to get started, and how to start earning money all while starting with $0. So let's dive in. Okay, drum roll. The best side hustle, in my opinion, is digital products. So what are digital products? Digital products are products that are digital. I know that sounds silly, but typically they are things like ebooks, courses, memberships, templates. These are digital items that you can create once and sell over and over and over again. So here's why I think digital products are the best side hustle to get started with. And yes, you can get started with it for just $0. Now, my very first business was a photography studio, and that's because I had a passion for photography. I studied photography in high school even. I studied photography in college. I interned at different art galleries. I loved photography. So to me, I wasn't looking at, what type of business was best to start. I wasn't looking at all these different types of businesses. I was just like, I love photography and that is what I want to do. And it was a great business and it took off really quickly and I was able to grow it to multiple six figures a year, which was awesome. However, I was directly trading my time for money. So I found myself working around the clock. On the weekdays, I would be shooting portraits, and on the weekends, I would be shooting weddings. So although it was amazing and it was working and I was making great money, it was not working necessarily for my lifestyle long term. I didn't see myself in my 40s, 50s, and even maybe 60s climbing up ladders or directing families of 30 into portrait poses. I just knew that that would be really hard, like 16-hour wedding days with hardly getting a bathroom break, and sometimes the bride and groom would even forget to include you in the dinner, was not something that was very easy on my lifestyle. And not to mention I was driving all over the state for these weddings, and then of course shooting, sometimes up to 10 portraits a week on the weekdays. And even though multiple six figures sounds great, that is revenue. So I was not keeping multiple six figures per year. So just something to keep in mind as well. So all of that to say, that business model led me to digital products, because even though I was like, man, photography isn't going to be forever, there were photographers out there that couldn't even book one session. They were struggling to book clients. Booking clients was not my struggle. My struggle was I had too many clients. I was working too much. So once I knew these photographers wanted my help, I was like, okay, well, I'll share with you the marketing that's working for me, right? And so I started doing that in the form of digital products. And what I quickly learned is that instead of me having to repeat myself over and over with one-on-one clients or coaching or workshops, I was able to put these into a digital format, like a digital workshop, like a pre-recorded workshop, or an ebook, which is a digital PDF, or an online course, which is a series of pre-recorded videos that I could just make one time and then be able to sell again and again and again and again. So this helped a lot of different people, but it was also a great business model for me because I was so busy trading my time for money. This allowed me to expand my business, help way more people, make a lot more money while actually working a lot less. And eventually I ended up going into digital products full time. I have had my business full time since I was like 17 years old. I've never had a 9 to 5. So I do think that I know a little bit about running a business. Now, why I think this makes for the best side hustle is you can have a 9 to 5. You can have another business. Like I had my photo studio when I started digital products. I just carved out one day a week to start focusing on digital products. And then that took off so well. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go 50-50. And then eventually I was like, I'm just going to focus on digital products. So I know that it not only does make a great side hustle, but it can be just a side hustle if you wanted to, or you can grow it into your full-time thing as well, which I think is really amazing. And the coolest part, again, is that you just create these digital products once and you can sell them an unlimited number of times. And you don't have to deal with like shipping or inventory or any of those really complicated things that come with a physical products business, or getting exhausted trading your time. Or what if you get sick, or as you're getting older, it's harder to do these, trading your time for money type gigs like photography and things like that, like service-based businesses. I just think digital products is great for anyone at any age to put as a side hustle, or to even eventually go full time with. And I do have a totally free on-demand workshop that goes way more in depth on this, on how to find your digital product idea, how to actually grow a following that will want to purchase your digital product idea. And I teach my framework for how to sell it for consistent income passively. So if you're interested in that, it is the first link in the description below this video. It is free and it is on demand. Okay, so now that maybe you're thinking, okay, digital product sounds like it could be a cool side hustle, I'm in, but how do I come up with with my digital product idea? What do I actually sell? What do I actually teach, Molly? Now, I'm here to tell you that every single one of you, yes, you watching this video right now, has something that you can share and teach inside of a digital product. Every single person. You do not need to be some Guinness Book of World Records or Olympian or a Pulitzer Prize winning person in order to be an educator. You just need to know a little bit more than who you're teaching. For example, would you rather learn how to make your first painting from someone who just learned how to do this a couple months ago and successfully did their first painting? Or would you want to learn from someone who has like 50 years of painting under their belt who doesn't even remember what it's like to make your first painting? Now, I'm not saying that 50 years of painting experience isn't amazing, and they have plenty of people they can teach too. However, what I'm saying is even if you have a little bit of experience, you can relate to that beginner, or if you're intermediate, you can relate to that level. You know, there is something out there for everyone. There is something for everyone to teach on, and there are people out there for everyone to help. So when I first learned about digital products, I actually didn't know what my digital product idea should be, which was so silly because I had this photo studio and people were already like, I want to book one-on-one, I want to do workshops, da 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 da. But I had so many different things that I could have taught on. I was like, I could teach on beginner painting, and I'm not that great at painting, but I know how to get started, what tools, how to make your first painting. I was really into low carb eating at the time. So it's like, okay, well, I could teach on that, how to get started and how to set up your kitchen and lose weight with it. You know, I was really into productivity, and I actually did end up making a productivity ebook. And I did actually way back in the day make a low carb blog because back then I was not very focused and I made all these different things, which I would not recommend. I would recommend you pick one niche in one topic if you want to grow fast and make good money with this. If this is just a hobby and you're like, I don't want to listen to you, Molly, I don't care about making money, I don't care about growing fast, then make a million different products and different niches, go for it. But it's not going to grow you faster and make you money faster. My point here though is that I have tons of different things I could teach on, and so do you. Maybe you learned how to meal prep or use an Instapot or a crock pot, or maybe you know how to find good finds at thrift stores. There's literally a lady with a YouTube channel who just takes you along going to like Goodwill and Savers and finding really cool items that she resells online. I watch these videos all the time and I don't even do that. But I do really love thrifting and I really love her videos. My point is that there is something out there for everyone to teach on. So what I want you to do is come up with a list of things that you could help someone with, or that you've helped yourself with, or that family or friends come to you asking for advice on. Maybe they're like, hey, I need you to hem this thing for me. Or maybe you're like my husband and everyone comes to you with every single little computer or IT problem they have, even if it's not even in his freaking wheelhouse. Like people will come to him like, I don't know how to delete a photo on an iPad. Even though he has like 2 IT degrees. But anyways, what you want to do is come up with this list. Think of like 10 to 20 different things. Maybe they're hobbies or things you like to teach on or things you like to learn about, things you could help other people with. Just start brainstorming, set a timer for 30 to 60 minutes, create this list. And then I want you to set it for another maybe 10 to 15 minutes and narrow it down to that one topic. Now, I know this is going to be hard and I know there's a million different things you could do, but you're gonna want to pick one topic. And don't worry, it doesn't mean you need to give up all those other things. You're allowed to have hobbies that you don't monetize. You're allowed to have hobbies that aren't ruined by capitalism. Like I joke, but seriously, it's like I love pottery as a hobby. I'm not going to monetize it, and that's okay. You don't have to monetize every single thing that you possibly can. So just narrow it down to one thing, and that is the thing that is going to be your topic, your niche, and the thing that you're going to teach your digital product on. Okay, now that you have your digital product idea, and by the way, I'm not going to go into depth on how to create your digital product because it could depend. Like you could make an ebook, you could make a course, you could make templates, like all these things are different. I have tons of videos on my YouTube channel on how to create digital products. I also have a membership for just $59 a month that walks you through every single piece of the process, step by step with screen share tutorials. It's called Freedom Creator Club. You can go to freedomcreator.co/club to check it out. I also have a free workshop that teaches this in depth and then also mentions my workshop at the end. That's the first link in the description below this video. So what you want to do now that you have your digital product is you're probably like, okay, that's cool, but how do I actually sell this thing? And listen, I'm about to disappoint you because I know everyone watching this is probably thinking, Molly's about to reveal to us some magical platform that we can post our digital product on and make a ton of sales. And no, there is no magical platform. However, you can create your own magical platform. There are a lot of people out there saying like sell on Etsy, sell on Amazon. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend building your business on someone else's platform. I recommend starting your own platform. Now, really quickly, I don't recommend Etsy and Amazon because they take listing fees. They want you to run paid ads to stand out. It's a sea of competitors. It's very hard to stand out. I just really do not recommend it. In fact, I have a lot of students who join my membership who used to sell on Etsy and Amazon, and they're like, I just can't make good enough sales on there anymore to pay for all these fees and everything. So here's the magical platform I'm going to tell you. Grow your own following. Literally. And I know you're thinking, but Molly, I don't have my own following. Neither did I. Neither did Susan. Neither did Greg. None of them had their own following. Everyone just decides, hey, I'm going to start my own following, and then you do it. And I have an entire playlist on my channel of how to grow on YouTube, and YouTube is the platform I would recommend that you grow on. Why, Molly? Why would you recommend YouTube? I have done every platform out there, and I have tested it all for 6 solid months, posting individual great strategies for each platform. Guys, I've been doing social media for like close to 20 years as like my full-time thing. And what I discovered is YouTube outperforms all of them in terms of email subscribers and sales. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but on Reels, I can get 100,000 views, but on YouTube, I'm only going to get like 5,000 views. But guess what? 5,000 views on YouTube is worth more usually than 100,000 views on an Instagram Reel. What I find is short form content is a lot of vanity metrics. It's a lot of, ooh, views, ooh, comments and likes, but a lot of them don't turn into email subscribers and sales. And I don't know about you guys, but this ain't no hobby for me. Okay. I need to pay my bills, pay my team, make it all worth it. Running a business is work and it's a little bit risky and you got to make it worth it, right? So I'm not here working in my office filming this video right now as a hobby. This is my real job. And I want to make what I'm spending my time on count. And that is why I'm on YouTube. And if you want to see the actual stats of my 6-month test on every social media platform, I share that in my workshop. First link in the description below this video. But hopefully I have sold you on YouTube, because here's the thing. It's great for selling your digital products, great for growing your email list. It is great for their YouTube partner program. They're actually going to pay you to grow your YouTube following. You can do brand deals. You can do affiliate money. There are so many opportunities on YouTube. So what you want to do in a nutshell is start posting videos on YouTube every single week around your niche and start growing your channel. Now, of course, there is a lot more to it. I talk more about it in my workshop. I talk more about it in my YouTube playlist. So I hope you will check those things out. Start growing your YouTube so that you have an audience of people to sell to. And by the way, if you'd like my exact YouTube script template that I use to script all of my videos so that you can grow your channel faster, go ahead. You can download it completely for free in the link in the description below this video. Okay, now that you know how to come up with your digital product idea, how to create it, how to grow a following of people who will actually buy it, how do you start making automated sales? How do you start making that passive income from your digital product? So the big piece of the puzzle for me with making consistent passive sales is email marketing. Email marketing, email marketing, email marketing. I cannot shout it from the rooftops enough. I've been doing email marketing since day one in my business, whether it's my service-based photography business or my digital products business. Email marketing is 40 times more effective at making sales than social media alone. You can look that stat up. Not to mention, nobody on social media wants to be sold to, but if they come and they watch one of my videos and it's helpful and I offer them helpful freebies and they get on my email list and then I give them more helpful emails and say, hey, by the way, if you want more help with this thing, you can join my membership here. Then people are like, oh, okay, I know her now. I trust her. I like her. She's given me free things on YouTube, freebies there, free helpful things in the email. I can tell that she wants to help me. Sure, I will give $59 to check out her membership. Whereas if someone just finds me on YouTube and I'm like, buy my membership, they're like, who the heck is this girl? Why should I buy her membership? She hasn't even helped me yet. I don't know anything about her. Do you guys see the difference? People don't want to be yelled at and sold at. They'd rather be getting social media videos for free and then getting free freebies and then getting free helpful things through email. And then you can ask them to check it out and maybe buy. This is what I like to call soft selling. And this works so much better. Listen, I have had businesses where I've sold high ticket with a sales team of like 15 different people. And I have also done sales calls myself, and I prefer soft selling. And I prefer soft selling as a buyer as well. Let me know in the comments, but I don't like when someone just texts me cold, like buy my thing, or leaves me a voicemail, buy my thing, or I go to their YouTube video and they're like, buy my thing. Like, I want to know who you are, what you're about, how you can help me before I even consider purchasing your thing. And that's exactly why my YouTube strategy works so well, is I'm giving them value before I'm asking for the sale. And this is something Gary Vaynerchuk talks about in his book, book, Jab, 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 Right Hook, which you don't even really need to honestly read it, in my opinion, because I just explained it to you. But basically, it's like free, 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 ask for the sale. Instead of just ask for the sale, ask for the sale. It's kind of like you're walking around in the mall and they just spray you with perfume and ask you to buy it. You're like, what? I didn't even want perfume. I hate you. But instead, it's like value, value, value. Then you can ask for the sale. It's such a better experience, and I would highly recommend it. So what I do to make this work passively, again, is I'm growing my following on YouTube. I'm moving my followers to email subscribers with freebies. And then I set up a string of automated emails. And what these emails do is it introduces them to me, my story, gives them more helpful content. And then it's also like, oh, and if you want to learn more about this, check out my membership here. So again, Jab, 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 right hook, soft sell, soft sell. These emails are all automated, and I'm pre-scheduling my YouTube videos up to a month in advance. And that is how I automate it. I actually only record videos 1 to 2 days every single month. And then I'm able to schedule them in advance. That way I'm spending maybe a week each month total on my YouTube videos. And then I have like 3 whole weeks to work on something else or focus on something else or have free time or go on vacation or whatever that is. And then I know my YouTube videos are bringing me new followers. My followers are moving to my emails. My emails are automated and selling for me automated in the background. Everything is as automated and making me as many passive sales as possible, which is awesome. And if you haven't started growing your email list yet, or you want to grow it faster, check out my free email list builder toolkit. This is a whole toolkit that comes with a done for you free funnel that you can tweak to your liking so that you can turn your followers into email list subscribers as well. You can snag this for free. It is in the link in the description below this video. Okay, so now you might be wondering, how do I scale to like 10K months, 20K months? Well, the cool thing is once you have this set up, all you need to do to scale is get more traffic. And how do you get more traffic? Just keep making YouTube videos. You can make more videos, you can make better videos, you can keep growing your channel, and that will give you more traffic, which will get you more email subscribers, which will get you more eyeballs on your checkout page or sales page for whatever digital product it is that you're selling. And that will help you make more sales and scale your business up. So just to summarize, the model is grow your following, move your followers to email subscribers, create emails, you can automate them, and move people to your checkout page or your sales page, whatever you're going to use to actually sell your digital product. So you're just going social followers to email subscribers to checkout page, and you're making sales. It is a simple business model. Anyone can do this. This is a great side hustle. And yes, you can do this for $0. Growing on YouTube, $0. Growing your email list, $0. If you use the software that I use, which is System.io, they have a free account, not just a free trial, a free account for up to 2,000 email subscribers. You can get it for free with my link in the description below this video. Yes, it is an affiliate link. And no, I don't make any money unless you upgrade, but you don't have to upgrade. You can just use the free thing and make some sales. And then once you're ready to upgrade, you can do that. And what's cool is even their most expensive tier is under $100 a month, which if you know anything about these types of all-in-one business softwares, that is hella cheap. It's so cheap. It's so amazing. It does do email marketing. It grows your email list, but it does funnels, websites, checkout pages, sales pages, everything to run your digital product business all in one. So I really hope you'll check it out. Not sponsored at all. It's just the software that I use and I love. And of course, since they had an affiliate program, I signed up for it. But I hope you'll check it out. I hope you'll try this side hustle and get started for just $0. This is something that is going to continue to really make your life better, to help you make more money, which will give you more time freedom, which in my experience has been life-changing. And I want that for you as well. And now that you know the best side hustle to start for free, you might be wondering how to make money from it ASAP, but how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this video next here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be way more powerful. See you in the next video.